Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy L-Zee. It's been a minute. I haven't been on the mic for a while, but within good reason. I lost a host. He didn't die or anything, but um, he's going somewhere else. He has a job elsewhere, so he won't be with us anymore. But I got a business partner down with me.
Yep.
Boy that I've known for how many years now?
Since we were 9, bro.
Wow.
9 years.
So
That's more
it's
than
almost 20.
20 years.
Almost 20 years.
Wow.
Almost
I
20.
didn't think about that.
That's been a minute.
20 years.
ADA, give a little introduction, man.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ada. And yeah, man, my name is Ada, and I've known this guy for like 20 years. We're business partners now. Yeah, I've joined the podcast, and I've joined also the Blueprint Media team. And it's a pleasure, man. Thanks for having me.
No problem at all. Still a little bit awkward, but it's fine. I'm gonna move over to my left. We've got two beautiful guests with us.
Yeah.
One of them goes by Onela.
That's right.
She's a radio personality. I don't know what else she does. She sings too. Cause I saw her at a pajama party, man. Like
Okay.
on Instagram. Okay.
She was singing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I saw
And
it
doing
dance.
other things. Yeah.
Seems like I do a lot of things, hey?
But I think it's best that she introduces herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. She also has an alias that she goes by.
I want to hear this.
Wow, thank you so much, guys, for having me here. Like you've said, I'm Onela Metu. I'm Sugar Ving Ving Ada. Sugar Ving
Sugar Bing Bing, yeah.
I forgot that name.
I'm a radio personality. I dance. I sing. I talk. Like I talk.
So this is your perfect space.
Perfect space for me to talk. Like I could talk all day and night. That's just basically me. I think I should just end there. For now.
Yeah. Mike. Okay. This is Sanda, a friend of mine. I met her recently. She's a student. Can you lift up the microphone? Don't be shy. Come on now.
I'm not shy. Well, I'm Sanda, currently a student, but also an entrepreneur. Well, growing one, getting there. So yeah, that's me.
What year are you on now?
I'm doing my second year.
Almost there. Almost
Slowly
there.
Yeah,
but
we've
surely.
all been there. That almost there just seems
Yeah,
so.
it pushes you. It pushes you, yeah.
So, guys, today we're gonna be talking about some pretty controversial stuff.
Yeah. Not really controversial. It's very nice things to talk about.
Okay. If y'all feel that way, okay, first of all, this looks wrong. Okay, it's two guys, two girls. But the reason why we got a second female is because we didn't want to seem like we were ganging up on Onela, because it'll look like we're just bullying her or something.
If we can't do that, if she can allow us to do that. I don't
Never.
know.
Already we are called trash, so I don't know what they will call us
After that.
afterwards. So let's talk about the very first topic, which is relationships. What is the issue with relationships, especially in our generation?
Nowadays, nah. It's a struggle, bro. I think there's many pressures around it. You know, there's different factors. It used to be back in the day. I think we allowed it that to be male dominated, yeah, bo, whereby it was the man that was leading. I think that's another dynamic, not the leading one, but another one. And so it was like the girl was more dependent, the woman, yeah, bo. So now, like, there's a lot of woman empowerment. You know, I'm not saying that's the problem, but I'm saying that
Well, the way she looked
you're
at
just watching me now, not to make any mistake. No, I'm not gonna make a mistake now, but it's like I think we guys are trying to deal with that fact because since we're in the lead, ne? So we used to do whatever we want.
It's true.
You understand? Whatever we want, and we say no, she'll still be there. So now women they getting theirs. They have opinions now, and it's no more a man's world anymore. Because they understand what it's about now.
Yeah, and to add on what you're saying, it really used to be like that. And I think now the issue lies more on men wanting to get their position back again. Because they see or they feel that they're slowly but surely losing it.
They feel
And
intimidated,
we are
some of.
becoming good at leading. And now they're trying to win back their positions, So I think it's another...
So it's a power struggle, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think, Sanda?
I think men, they feel sort of intimidated or something like that. So yeah.
This conversation today.
I mean, sometimes these ladies. I'm not saying I'm intimidated, ne? But sometimes, when they flick their weaves,
Oh, what?
and sometimes it's a bit like, what's that? It's they're empowered. Yeah, but they feel like they don't have to agree with us anymore. Yeah.
Okay, first of all, I know you single.
Why you have to put my business out like that, bro? Come on. Okay.
That's a plug, man. I'm throwing you out there. She's single. I'm single. I don't know your business.
Yeah, I'm single. So
Oh,
we're all
lovely.
single.
We're all single. So the cameraman's the only person who's taking it. He's the only one in the relationship.
Okay.
Tell your girlfriend I say hi. Okay. Why are we single?
Oh, it's a good question.
Do you want to start?
Throw it the man.
I'll be honest and say that I've dated before, and things didn't work out. And I found out that love alone
It's not enough.
is not enough, So I might fall in love with someone, but doesn't mean that I should be dating that person, So when I meet someone, it kind of takes longer for me to make that decision, So I haven't met that person.
So you're indecisive.
Sorry?
So you're indecisive.
No, I have to find out a lot of things because I don't want to date. I want to date someone that I'm going to get married to. You understand? So, because I've done that a lot, so I don't need to
Revolve it.
wasting my time anymore. Yeah.
Funny enough, I also find dating is a time waster for me. It's a time waster. I don't understand why, people have this term that I want to get to know you. But now I'm asking myself, we're going to date for 6 months and then, or for a year. I'd like to ask you after a year, are you satisfied? Do you know me completely now, you see? Because that's why I find it as a time waster. And the reason why I'm single, it's because I strongly believe that my one is out there, and when he meets me, he's going to be like, I don't have to spend months to get to know you and all of that. We'll just get straight to it. So I'm waiting for him.
Wow. Okay. That's an interesting point there.
Why are you single?
I'm still trying to put it in words. Well, I haven't met someone that I can relate to.
Okay.
I want someone that's challenging
Okay.
intellectually.
So wait, you're getting offers, but they're not interesting.
I like that one. You're getting offers.
I'm getting offers, but I need someone who's gonna challenge me. I feel like I shouldn't be the one that puts in work and you don't put in, if you just expect things to be done.
It gets a little bit boring.
Okay.
See?
Since y'all are agreeing, a question just popped up. So you guys believe that it's the guy that should take the lead when it comes to pursuing a girl?
No, for me.
Okay.
I don't believe in that.
You don't
It
believe
shouldn't
that.
be like that.
So you feel that it should be give and take type of a thing.
50-50.
Sometimes I don't feel like that.
There's no such thing as 50-50. Let's stop lying to each other. There's no such thing.
Yeah.
One has to take the lead.
Yeah, and it's often the guy, I feel.
it will
But it
have to
doesn't
be the guy.
always have to be him.
But honestly speaking, like there's 50-50 in a relationship. But when it becomes 60-40, it's a matter of what responsibility are you taking on. When it comes to things like at home, the wife becomes the 60%. And she has more say because we're not sensible in that sense. But
You're giving this girl's power. And you're on camera. Everyone can see.
right, listen, like I said, at home, because they can handle
Let's
that.
be honest. Let's be honest.
Right, come on. We men, we don't do the whole home thing, yeah, but, which is why they come to our lives to fix that whole situation.
Right.
Now, but there's other areas where we have to take the role,
Okay.
which is more of the public role, things we do publicly,
Okay.
like finances, taking care of the family, protection, security. That is where we take the lead, but things like church too, actually. But unfortunately, these days it's actually the other way around. It's the wives always dragging the men to church, but it's supposed to be us, not the other way around.
Okay. I get it. Yeah.
The biggest issue is, it is true what you guys are saying. There is a power struggle in the relationships because everybody's trying to be in charge. But instead of everybody just playing their role, then there's no need for a power struggle.
You know, I can't be a woman, so I can't even compete with a girl on that department.
But let's be honest, in most cases, men are not trying to be women. It's actually women who are actually trying to be men.
Thank you for admitting that.
To be honest. Like,
Thank you for admitting that.
I don't want to say that.
wow, so you've been thinking about it.
Yes.
But on their defense, not that I understand it, but I hear it. Yeah, but it's because they've been so dependent in the past, and we have let them down. Yeah, but in the past, so they have to take that leadership role. Yeah, but sometimes they don't know when it stops. Yeah,
That's right.
That's the issue. You're right.
Yeah.
I can say
Don't be shy. Just give your opinion.
no. Honestly speaking, you're right, man. Like, women just don't know when to stop. Like, the minute you give them any form of authority, they go crazy with it.
Okay, let's hear what you guys are saying about this whole thing, because it seems like we're talking and you're just agreeing.
No, but it is,
It is
true. Like, even for me personally, like, I normally say this, give me a platform once, then do know that you'll never get it back. Okay. So I know it from experience that once you just give me authority on one thing, I'll just assume that on the other things as well, you've given me the go-ahead. You see. And then I get so offended when you start to take your position again. And then that's where the problem begins, because now it's like you're pressing me. It's like you know, when it's actually not that way. So I think when you're single, then it's when you start to see that, oh,
you start to learn.
I was wrong, and it's already late to say that. You see, so it is like that.
Okay.
Are you working on it though?
Yes, I am. But you can never say you've worked on it completely when you're alone. Because when you're alone, you're good at it.
That's a great point. That's a great point. Yeah.
Got theory and stuff. So that I think that's the step, like that before we get married, a person has to, have the right mindset before you enter into those type of stuff. Yeah.
Okay. There's a question I actually want to ask you guys, especially the ladies. Females are into this new thing that I see on social media. How is the new cool now? Like, every woman's like broadcasting that bar was fair, basically. Like, broad. Yo, man, I don't know how to say it. How do you guys feel about such things?
I don't find it cool, especially from my side, since I'm one person who still hoping to get married, you see. So now I'm thinking to myself, because there's this new thing, even when you're looking for a job, they look you at your social media and stuff. So I'm thinking now the guy comes, he proposes, and we're happy. Then all of a sudden he goes in my Facebook page and is like,
Because y'all are married.
now
One account.
imagine now that one tick that I'm getting married is already ticked in my criteria, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, because of this. So that's why I don't find it cool for me.
But like, I think I want to know, why do you think most ladies are being into this nowadays?
Well, it differs from lady to lady. For some, and I do have some that I know personally. For some,
I wonder.
I was hoping someone would confess. Because when I was talking about it, it seemed like I was the only one.
no, I just wanted you to come out of it. For some, it's because they've never really gotten some attention growing up. And for some, they're just doing it for fun. They don't really have a reason. And another thing we can never run away from is that life, it brings so many likes, you know. So for some, it's for likes.
Yeah,
That's true.
excellent point.
So sometimes it's just for those reasons. And you find that when they're off social media, they're totally a different person compared to when they were whilst they were online. So
And they feel like alive when they're getting the likes.
exactly.
Sometimes it goes like how a person grew up, because we're facing like many families are growing up with father figures that aren't there. So some of them, they go looking for love in other places. So it's sort of like cool, you know.
Yeah.
It's sort of like cool, and the flashy things they're not used to. It's a new thing to them. It's a new thing to them.
Like I'm getting a lot of faces in my head. The more that you guys are talking.
And to add on what she's saying, that some of them it's because of the way they grew up. Some of them it's because they've been so disappointed in the relationships they've had, so much that they don't believe in love. So they just believe in doing this and like no strings attached and stuff.
They empty inside.
Yeah.
They empty.
Okay, let me take a badge for the guys as well, because not only girls that do that,
Correct.
it's guys as well. Guys, I think guys are the instigators of all of this.
Men have been hoes for the longest time.
No, we have to admit this, you know, because we want to fix the problem.
That's right.
So we have to, we know that most of the things that I don't think a woman wants to be like out there.
No, she doesn't.
So I think it's like circumstances that put her there, you know.
One thing that I can say is that it goes back to the start of the conversation of men failing their leadership position. Because I remember back in the days, our fathers and grandfathers, man, they were the worst of the worst. They had kids everywhere.
Yeah, and women everywhere.
And it's not like social media now where you can know people. Back then, they could literally like leave their house up, without calling your family.
Yeah, and be gone for months.
I'm just gonna go buy this. Never comes back home again, and they go start another life elsewhere. Now, because of these things like social media, women are fed up now. Okay, and I think this is just them acting out.
Yeah.
Which is actually what I'm afraid about, because stuff will chat at it.
Yeah.
So it's very hard, like, to navigate while there's so much noise going on and it's so distorted. And honestly, I'm afraid, man.
There is that. I wonder. Is she gonna hurt me? Because, I believe like when we used to have like relationships when we were young. I feel as though like the ladies, they were more open, to love, if I can put it, more than we. Yeah. So now when you propose such to a girl, you don't really get that same response that you used to get, because she's more protective now, because you have to prove your point. You're not gonna hurt me. Yeah, bro. You're not gonna hurt because now you're the one that can get hurt now. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's what I've learned.
Still don't trust her.
Why?
She seems like a heartbreaker.
Oh wow. Okay, that's a first. That's a first. I'm very loving, but you know what they say that not everything you see is what it is. So I'm not a heartbreaker. I'm not a
I still think you're not convinced.
We'll see, man. We'll see. We'll see.
But to be honest, like we're talking about men. I think we all agree that men need to take the leadership position, right? But not everyone out there, especially the general what can I say, like the general consensus about relationship is not everyone agrees that it's the man that needs to be like the monarch, you know. Most people, especially the generation, you know, they want to lead. Like it's okay. Like if you could talk like this to other people, they'll be like, no, it's not like that. Yeah, but you know, even if we're given the reasons why, okay, it's because men lost their position stuff. They don't see it like that anymore. They see, like that's why I think you get these fananjenge, you know, sugar mamas nowadays. You know, more women are becoming more comfortable from not getting married. Yeah, but because they want to be in the front, they want to have multiple partners and be still in the leadership position because that's the only way they can, you know, have leadership by having so many partners.
Has anybody here cheated?
cheated. Oh no, never
I've
me.
never.
Serious, guys.
Like I could even say off camera, never.
Wow. Even off camera. Oh, I thought it was because of the camera.
No, never. Never.
You?
Yes, but I don't know
What you mean?
that the person I was with was cheating with someone else.
As well. It doesn't excuse anything.
No. Like, bro, I felt guilty about it because the issue is she was a married woman.
Okay.
What? Bro, you didn't tell me this. 20 years and you're hiding stuff. You're hiding this kind of stuff from me.
I married a woman, man. Like, you know me, an older woman.
Okay.
So we were in a relationship, but then she was too in charge. Because I liked her, I didn't really care. Until this one day, she called me over, and luckily something told me, like, don't go in the bedroom, like lounge, and I was busy on the laptop, and this guy walks in.
Wow.
So casual about it. So I'm assuming probably a friend or a brother or something.
Was this her house?
Yeah.
Okay.
She had everything. Now the issue was this guy, like, in was in jail, like saying, like, yeah, so who are you, man? So I'm like, nah, I'm Ban from wherever. And she's like, oh, how do you know my wife? Huh?
What? I thought you were gonna just imagine if you answered I'm Ban is someone's girlfriend.
Yeah.
Yo, dude.
I think what helped was how he asked the question. Because he didn't ask, like, what the hell you doing here? He was just asking, like, yo, so who are you? Like, just conversating. So I was like, yeah, I'm this guy. And this guy's like, so how do you know my wife? I'm like,
Sure.
nah, man, like, she just asked for me to help her with this laptop.
That's fun.
So I was like trying to fix it. I was crushed, man. Like,
Sure.
yeah.
And he believed you.
Yeah, he was just a genuinely nice guy, man. Like, I don't think he would have.
What did you do afterwards? Like, what did you say to her? What did you do?
I didn't say anything to her.
You just
So
said,
it just
After I left, like, that was
that was it.
it.
you didn't ask her, like, why are you so freaky or something?
Like, there's nothing she could have said that could make me feel better because I value marriage.
Truth is out.
Now, she made me that person who broke someone's vows. So I had to live with that. So I was like, yeah, I want nothing to do with
That's terrible, man. I've been through a lot, but not that level.
So you've never cheated.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I don't have a reason to lie. I've been I've cheated in most of my relationships. Like
See,
80%.
20 years of friendship. I don't know this.
Like 80%. Wow.
80% of my relationships. I've
That's
cheated.
bad, man.
Like I have more experience cheating than being faithful.
Funny enough, I wish I had cheated. No, but I one or two.
Just to know how to feel.
Because I've been hurt so much. Like there are those relationships when you look at them and you're like, but why was I loyal? Like Ubani treated me this way. Why didn't I cheat? You know. So I wish just once or twice.
It's not that glamorous. It's not that nice.
Is it?
It's not that nice. It's just I think I did it because of the pressure, and also like when you know a lot of people and you're known by a lot of people, type of a thing. Yeah, but it's kind of like required of you. Okay. You understand? Even if, because here's the thing, girls. Ne? Even if girls know that you're in a relationship, you think that's gonna stop them?
They don't.
It doesn't stop them.
They actually want you more when you're in a relationship rather than when you're single.
You know.
You guys can't just say no.
You can say no the first time.
I can say no.
You can say no the first time, and then the third time you say no, and then the other 10 times you're like, okay, you know what?
I think that's why most people are so empty about love now.
Yeah.
Because they've been through a lot. So if everyone is like protective,
Yeah,
protective.
You know, yeah. I that's why I'm advocating for you guys.
I'm a little ashamed. I'm a little ashamed. I just want to say this on camera. I did not know this.
No, I'm
I
also
did not
ashamed.
condone it.
No, I'm also ashamed, guys. But I'm just venting. Yeah.
But all I want to know, like, I understand you were living your life back then.
Yeah.
But all I want to know, did you apologize to them for it?
I did.
To all of them.
All of them.
Wow.
I called all of them. Wow. I made that like a thing. I called all of them. Like most of them are my friend now. Okay. Most of them are born again as well because I spoke to them and I told them and stuff.
Wow. That's cool.
I think we need more guys like that. Yeah. Like I cannot wait for all of them to come apologize.
Wow. So how do you think that like it brings closure or something? What does it do? But I just felt I didn't know what it was going to do.
You know, when someone cheats on you, it destroys you. Okay. It leaves you feeling like you're not enough. It lowers your self-esteem. It makes you feel so much. So at least just if Angaboya just to come back, I'm sure there's some assuring annoyance. There's a lot that can be restored should he come back and tell you, I never cheated on you because you're not beautiful. Because truth be told, when you're in a relationship, we put in more effort than we normally do when we're single, you see. Yeah. So imagine looking all good and being this good girlfriend and then they cheat on you. Then you start to feel
I wasn't enough. I tried my best.
See, so if they could come back just to say it wasn't because, okay, be honest and say it wasn't because you were this, and that, and then at least it could make a difference.
Wow. Yeah. What efforts are we talking about?
Hey, we buy these expensive makeups, and there's someone who even posted that a new relationship is so annoying. You end up wearing the clothes that you wear in town whilst you're at home, every day. The effort, you have to be on point all the time. And one of the other things now, there are video calls. Like, I cannot do a video call without my weave, Like, always I must be on point. When I wake up, my lips must be fine. At least my face must be looking like I put on some little makeup.
See, this is why I don't want a woman with weave. No, bro.
I don't relate to. No, that I don't relate to. I believe that a guy that I'm dating, he's got to know who I'm so transparent about everything. So that business of putting on makeup.
But I guarantee you the first 3 months she does that. Like at some point you get comfortable. I can't be meeting you today, then tomorrow you are seeing these. No.
I prefer to see you at your worst.
But not at the early stages.
But you met me while I'm like this, while I'm beautiful.
Exactly.
The second time you'll meet me, obviously I'm a be myself.
Oh, you must keep up the momentum. Never.
Not like that.
First of all, appearances don't matter that much.
Okay.
What? Nah. To you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me speak for myself. Yeah. They don't matter that much. Because, dude, all it takes is one bad accident and then they're gone. What matters is intellectually. Yeah. Can she captivate your mind? Like, can you hold a conversation the whole day?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can we be in the same room and I'm not like counting down the minutes like, yo, when is this person leaving, man? Like, that's what matters to me.
Okay, now, can I ask you a question? You're saying looks don't really matter. You see a woman, do you first start a conversation with her before you know that you like her? Or the looks? Because now, because I mean,
You
like,
put yourself in a corner.
No. I like the question. Honestly speaking, my heart wants what it wants.
okay.
You know, I can see a beautiful woman and just look at her. Okay, she's just beautiful. And I can see a woman that's less beautiful than her and be like,
There might be something there.
maybe I should start a conversation. You know, that type of situation. It's nothing that I can control.
I think that we shouldn't I agree with both of y'all's opinions, you know. I think it does matter how a person looks,
Exactly.
you know, but it's not like the only. It's not gonna keep you together.
Together.
That's not gonna keep you together. Yeah, but there has to be that thing that sparks, you know, that spark, you know, by the way that they look as well. You know, you have to.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be extra. Like her, like that's what in a good video call she has to put on make. Nah, bro.
It's not extra, but it's looking good. Like, good video call. No.
I want to see you how I saw you on Instagram
Exactly.
on the what
I think we're getting somewhere now.
the whole pajama.
You saw
thing.
me on Instagram with some makeup on. Now imagine you're doing your first video call without makeup.
No. I'm talking about the pajama party.
Wait, do you think that she would go on social media without makeup? Do you think that?
Were you wearing makeup?
Yes, pajama party.
Of course. Bruh, have you taken pictures of girls? Like, you can't say, let's go take a picture. You saw, before we prepared everything.
And
took
even
the
when we
time.
say without, like, there are those pictures that we upload. Okay, I'm being too honest now. Like those pictures you upload and you like no makeup. Deep down, I know that I did put on some little bit of foundation here and there, and some lip balm just in here. You know,
I'm learning a lot.
you can't just go without makeup.
I want to see at your worst. I want to see you at the point where I'm like, I'm not going to be frightened.
That's a totally different story than when you're calling me using a video call, you know. Now, after 3 months, definitely we're going to wake up next to each other. Then, no, I'm comfortable. I know you're mine, and, you know.
So is it a matter of time when you start, meeting him without the weave?
Yeah.
Is it how comfortable you are with him?
Exactly. Like, I can't just meet you now and then I'm starting to get all comfortable. Because I'm not even sure, okay, there's no guarantee that we're going to last for so long, you know. And some of us, truth be told, there are those things that we put on stuff to hide them. Now, imagine we are there for a week and I'm already revealing secrets, then we break up. The next time I see you, he saw this. You know?
So I see you are nodding a lot. Can we hear your perspective?
No, I told you I'm transparent.
Okay.
Okay, this is me. I don't put on too much makeup so that I don't scare you when I don't have much makeup on my face. So yeah.
So now you just put it on for the cameras.
I'm saying I don't put on too much makeup. It's just there and there.
So let's say a guy meets you today.
Meets me and I'm like this.
Yeah, and you're like this, and then you kind of like the guy, and then you guys are gonna meet again. Is it gonna be in the same level, or are you just gonna say, you know what, I want him to know me for me?
Okay, you got me there.
I just want to know, how's it gonna be?
Well, okay, okay, you got me there. I do agree in that one.
So you're gonna put up more, the makeup and stuff. You're not gonna lower the level.
Okay. I'm gonna put makeup. Okay, I'm gonna put makeup, but not too much.
So it matters how you meet the guy, in your sense.
Okay, I have a question because I'm very specific. Now I meet you, and obviously you have your whole situation.
Situation.
When do I start having a say now. Well, okay, this is not necessary.
Okay.
It's okay. You can take it off.
Okay. You wait until I. No, not comfortable. You wait till I start including you in my look.
Oh.
By that I mean I'll start having things like, I want to change my hair. What do you think of this? Then that's when slowly but surely you'll be able to have a stand or to have a say in how I look, and then I'll also be able to take it when you're saying it.
How long
Follow
does
up.
that take?
Follow-up question, sorry, bro. Like, how do you then feel comfortable? Like, what do you see in the guy so that you can like ask, okay, can I put on this hairstyle? Like, what type of criteria do you look? And when do you invite him to do those type of stuff?
Okay, you first qalu jong bana, when I'm looking like this, we are
What
comment
reactions?
like what does he say? You see,
Yeah, you guys are very observant.
what does he say and how does he say it? Because there are those comments like, oh, you look good, and you just when he's like, you look good, and then he starts talking about something else. It's like it's something. It's important you must say it to a woman. But when he's like, you look good, and then you're like, it's coming deep within. So that's when you can be able to get comfortable, because you start to blush now and you start to go back to the mirror and trying to look, bana, what did I add more, or what did I not put in that made him say it that way?
Interesting. So do you agree? So do you think all girls are like that? So would you say then that the way that you guys look, it really depends on how a guy thinks?
No.
How do you say all of
He
that?
just likes makeup. But akafuna ukutsha.
I love makeup. Yes, we cannot run away from that. But there are days where I don't wear makeup at all.
Really?
Yes. Why does it like you don't believe?
Because I've never seen her without makeup, so this is why I'm asking.
No, there are days, but like I say, I must first get comfortable with you. I must first like I said to you, I've so many people have cheated on me, you see. So now I have to be careful, because I don't know the actual reason why they cheated on me. So I can't be having loose screws here and there. No, I have to tighten every screw. I have to make sure, but they're all in there, like they're tight. So I do have days where I don't wear makeup at all, but also like when I know that okay, we've reached ixesha together and I'm comfortable and I don't see you are leaving.
So when I think that Kuba, the guys that have cheated on you previously, it had something to do with your looks.
Most girls think of that.
She has a point.
Most girls think like that. But it's, to be truly honest, it's not because of that most of the time.
It has nothing to do with you, actually.
There's nothing you can do.
Trust me. If a man wants to cheat, he'll cheat regardless of what you do.
And funny enough that whenever guys say that, it's like they're saying it just to console us.
No,
It's the truth.
it's the truth.
No, we know it's the truth, but it feels like that.
The difference between men and women. Men can cheat and not have emotions attached. Women cheat with emotions. Men don't. Men just don't care.
It's like, I have to admit that it's kind of ingrained in us, not like genetically, but from the way that we grew up.
Okay.
Like we've got older brothers, we've got uncles and stuff like that, So it's kind of institutionalized. But a man's supposed to think like this about a woman, about relationships, about sex as well. So you kind of like, it's normal to us. It becomes normal. It has nothing to do with women or anything. To be honest, there was a stage where I was surprised. It's very hard to admit this. Where I was surprised, like, why do you have a problem with my cheating? Because I'm like, it's not affecting you. Like, I give you your time.
Okay.
Wow.
I give you your affection, everything. So then why do you have a problem with it?
We spend the whole night crying.
That was wild.
No, like, it's how I thought, because it's the way that I was told to think. You understand? Because it was normal.
Thank God you found Jesus.
Wow.
Yo,
Brian,
you were wild, man.
Wow.
There was a question I wanted to ask, Bonaj.
kind of forgot it.
Left my mind now. Oh, my word. It was such an
But yeah, that like when a girl cheats, né? Let me just ask you guys. Puff, you haven't cheated, you guys. You said you like
Ash, but I
angels.
wish I cheated.
Like, what would be the reason you think girls cheat on guys?
Not paying attention.
Serious.
attention.
Like I've heard like a person on social media who stated as like a city, if we were treated if we were happy in a relationship, then we wouldn't cheat.
We don't even look at men that way. There are
That's
girls.
a lie, though.
I promise you, if you are getting all the attention that you're supposed to get, you don't even look at men in that manner.
Wow.
That's true.
There's only one man that matters.
Exactly. Even if he's not good in other departments as well, but
You overlook them.
Just went there. Okay.
yeah, you overlook.
Whoa.
You don't agree. Why do you think women cheat and you're a guy?
Yeah, I don't believe it. Women cheat because women have too much time on their hands. That's the first issue. Okay, most women. Let me clarify. most women don't have ambitions. So when they meet a man with ambitions, they always assume just because when you know what you want, that you don't give them enough attention. But you busy trying to create a life that's better for her and your children when you have children, so that you have more time for each other. Because what's that job like just dating, bruh? What comes first?
Okay.
I'm trying to create a lifestyle so that when we are married, I can decide, but I'm not going to work today.
I'm gonna spend time with you.
I'm gonna spend time with my wife.
But also, there's a way of making her understand that, you cannot just drop it on the table. But I'm doing this for the both of us, for our kids, for our future. Like when we're in that moment. There's no time to be thinking about future and don't. Like there's no time for that. Like it's just that moment. You want him here, and it ends there.
And you're still in love. And
You
stuff
know?
Like that.
So once he starts to drop bombs like that, it's like, okay, naglom sebenzi nobukhona umuntu,
That's the problem.
I'm starting to see, guys, honestly, that most of the decisions that you guys make are because of men.
Yeah.
I'm starting to hear this. Like, if I'm hearing this properly, you cheat because he did this. You look like this because he kind of complimented you on this look. You know.
I want my own money because I don't need a man.
In most cases, it is like that, though.
Yeah.
It is like that.
Sad, though.
Like, I want to be single because men have cheated so much on me. Like, you don't hear me saying, I want to be single because I want to be single,
Yeah.
What is wrong with you? Why do men cheat on you?
Ish.
What is wrong? There's nothing wrong with it.
Nah, like I don't understand. She doesn't seem like someone like really.
Guy, we just admitted that guys cheat.
No
No matter what.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, but guys don't just cheat in jail.
No.
They no. Whoa.
Hey, 80% of my relationships, I'm an expert.
Whoa. From my understanding, like from all the guys I know that cheat, men will cheat if what they're cheating with is better than what they have at home.
Okay.
What?
In the sense,
Okay.
I'm not talking luck.
All right. Okay. You know the 80-20 rule. We've all heard about the 80-20 rule. It's so true on so many levels. There's no way that you can get someone that will give you all 10 of the things that you want. There's no such person.
That's fine. No, but
But then there's this 20% that you've been craving for that my wife doesn't have. You're like, she's not. You start to notice that she's not perfect. That's when you make a decision whether do I love her with her imperfections, or do I go to the girl at work that has the 20% that I'm looking for. Then that's when you start to cheat, because out of the 10 things that you want in a person, guy or girl, you'll never get all of them. And in the 8, and then there's 2 that she doesn't have. you can try to get the other one, but it takes a long time. But then that's still 9. It's not 10. You understand? Because that one thing, it's actually for the good because it makes you practice your patience and you love her more when you guys are older.
So we all know men love sports, right?
Yeah.
And that's exactly how they treat y'all. Here's why.
Okay.
Wow.
Serious? Men
Explain
are like this. How easy it is to get you is the same reason they'll get bored and like, yeah, maybe someone else can do the same.
Yeah.
Men have insecurities.
Oh. Wow.
If they don't feel like they've worked to get you, they worried that someone else can do the same thing.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. Yeah, I kind of agree with that.
Men are very insecure, but they'll never say it, but they really are. So everything that you do easily for them, they thinking every other guy who tries is the same
I'll
situation.
admit something too as well. Like if I date Onela, ne, then I don't want anyone less pretty than her. You understand? If I can get Onela.
That's what I was saying.
I should have had my diary. Start taking notes.
I can't go down from there. Like it can't go down.
Why do you cheat, Nathaniel? Just kidding. Nah, he's loyal.
Okay, now that's something we never knew.
Yeah, but I've heard also situations whereby people meet today, and they're still married. Like they meet today, like it was easy to get that person, but then they said, okay, everything makes sense now because she's here. I don't know why I need to look around. So, but there's very
That's when
few
you just know.
situations.
Like my boss actually, he was the first guest we had on the podcast. Like he explained on how he met his wife. He says he walked inside a classroom. I don't know what he was looking for, but then he walked inside the classroom and he saw her for the first time. He just knew, I'm gonna marry you, and he tried everything in his power. Like he was trying tricks, like basically to get time with her. Because he didn't know how to tell her, like, yo, man, I just know that you're my wife. Because that's creepy.
Yeah, very creepy.
Because they both, like, played instruments and stuff like that. So he would come up with these trips by, let's go on a boat cruise, and whatnot.
Yeah.
So they would always spend time like that. He would come up with all these antics to try and get her time.
Wow.
Eventually, he had to confess, well, listen, I just know deep in my heart that you're the woman for me.
Yeah.
I don't know how, I can't explain it. But that moment when I first met you, I just knew.
So you've been stalking me all this time.
But obviously you can't say that from day one.
Yeah.
But which makes me ask, how would you guys react?
Yeah.
If I come up to you like, yo, man.
I think you're my wife.
No, not think. I know you're my wife.
Wow. Why?
That's just the first thing I'll say. Sunkezela puthi.
Why?
I think with us, when men are too honest with us from the word go, we don't believe it.
Oh, okay.
That's the problem with us. We don't believe it. It's like baskata, you know.
But it's not every day that a guy will say that I think you're my wife.
Wow.
I would like to know about why do we think that?
You see, the minute he says, I think, cut him off. He's not serious.
But okay, let me speak
But
for
it is what
myself.
you think.
Let me speak for myself. About 3 guys have said, I know you're my wife.
Oh.
Till today, I'm not their wife, you know. So how can I believe one guy that says that, you know? You just can't.
But I think you'll know too, though.
Okay.
No, I would ask why.
Why?
Why? Why do you think that?
So you entertain such things?
No, I don't actually.
Like my question like lies, why don't they? Because it's not every time that a guy does that.
I think for me, why we don't believe it, it's when you see the person is not your type. Then you don't believe it. But when you know, Bana, he's the seed, then you start to believe it.
Thank you.
Okay.
Like when you...
I knew it.
Okay.
I knew it.
It's very interesting though. Yeah.
Now, let's go underwater. Let's talk about Ada's favorite topic.
Oh my gosh, why do you have to say it like that?
You came up with this topic, man.
Okay.
I don't know how to talk about this.
It's fine. I can instigate it. Well, I've been posting a lot about sex on social media. You know, it's because of. It's not because I'm always thinking about sex or anything like that. It's particularly because I'm seeing it being so casual. It's so casual, and even on social media, it's casual. It's like 80% of the conversations about sex. You know. And I'm like, when I started speaking about, the amazing thing was that when I started speaking about it on social media, everyone was like, why are you talking about sex? I'm like, you guys talk about sex all the time. So why is it getting like people, when we talk about sex, people react like him. But when it comes to actually having sex, you know, it's not as tense for the two people, you know? And I'm like, for us to talk about it should be the casual part. And the doing it should be the uncasual part, you know, because there's a lot of people having sex, you know. So we have to have that sex education, you know. I feel a lot of society is not sex educated.
That's right.
Honestly. And that's why people just jump in to having sex. Yeah.
Judging by the population.
Yeah, there's a lot of us, yeah. Yeah. But yeah, guys, that's what I actually wanted to, you know, talk about. I wanted to hear your guys' perspective about the deed. The deed.
What exactly do you want to know?
Like, when guys, okay, let's say you guys believe in having sex before marriage, né? And I kind of feel like back then we kind of forced it on you guys. Okay. You understand? And you weren't really that comfortable at the time. So what made you actually want to have sex? If you actually did have sex then? Like, why do you think it makes girls to like, okay, I'm going to have sex with them even though I'm not ready? Why do you think girls do that?
Well, in most cases you want to fit in. Mm-hmm. In most cases you don't want him to leave you. Mm-hmm. Because like I've experienced it a lot of times where I would say no, and before you know it he's gone and I'm like, I should have just once in just, you know, but she's gone now. And then I have to deal with that. He's laughing. I have to deal with the fact that he's gone and I was still liking him, you know. So in most cases we're doing it because we believe if we do it then he's going to stay a little bit longer.
He doesn't stay.
In most cases, he doesn't stay. And in some cases, he stays because he, you know what they say, like, okay, when we're being honest, the first time is never like good, you know. Yeah. So in most cases, he stays because he sees potential of you, you know. But in most cases, that's why we do it, because we want him to stay in the relationship a bit longer than...
Do you agree?
It's the same. We want to fit in. We wanted to fit in, and the stigmas they had. No, if you have sex when you're a little bit older, it's gonna be sore, things like that. So it was just the stories around it.
Okay.
Yeah, and also when you're gathering with the girls, you want to say he did this and that.
So you want to have something to say.
To say, you know, because when you don't have,
like, why are you silent?
Even if you're lying, they can tell, but I got the job. No, I couldn't, you know.
And even us guys, I think it's the same thing.
Yeah. But we always lie to each other. But
anyway, we lied anyway, yeah.
And we entertain our lies.
But it's different with us, you know. She can lie to me. And let's say, for example, she did it and I didn't do it. And once I lie to her, I guarantee you, after that lying, I want to try it, you know. It's like that with us. Even with the small things, like she's got this lipstick on and I like it. And I'm like, but the next day I'm telling you I'm going to go look for it.
Wow.
That's us.
Your females are sad, bro.
But not all females are like that. Please, females, don't kill me.
Yeah, but that was the issue, guys. And it's funny when you guys say that. When you were young, you wanted to fit in. And that time, the guy doesn't even know who he is. You understand?
You're trying to fit into
you know.
To come to think of it.
And also, you want him to stay. But you're teenagers. You're probably gonna get married when you're 24, 25.
You know, let me tell you something. When we are dating, we girls, because I like as Ukula, you get to see better, but Sikula is different. You know, when we are growing up, girls, we're growing up Sidlale Zando's own mama, not that, and all of that. You know, and then
Fun days for men.
yeah, and then the minute, and then those things they teach us that you must have a man, you must be married, you must, you know,
And your guys' toys, it's like you guys have dolls and cups
cups, you know, all of
things
that.
to cook, so you're already being trained to be.
You see. Then when you meet him, because I can still remember when I used to date in my teenage days, like we would plan those days, go mix it. Like we would have conversation. It was crazy. It was crazy. Like there were days where we would have I'm even shy to say this. But there were days where we would have conversations pretending like we are married, like we are staying in one house, and we'd be like, hi, baby, I'm home. Oh, hi, baby, come sit next to me. I'm in bed already. You know? Like,
No,
so-
I'm just shocked because I totally forgot that. Man. Like, now that I think about it, I'm like,
yeah, I used
yo.
to do that. Oh, baby, the kids, all of that. Like, nudlala no pop actually, if I you know. So that's why every guy that you date, ufuna hlale, because you're painting this image and it looks all perfect when you're painting it out. And yeah.
Add television, movies, series to that. Exactly. Yeah. So we want to live the fairy tale we see on TV. Wow. Okay.
I feel like we need to have a part two of this because there's a lot to be said, but I feel like I'm missing something.
No, we're done. Except for the married. Have we spoken about marriage? Your guys' favorite topic.
But we all want to get married though.
Yeah.
Not all of us.
No, I'm saying here.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I still want to have more kids.
They spoke about marriage earlier already.
Yeah. But the problem is for me, I want to take a general opinion about things because not everyone that's watching wants to get married. So let's
I
just say
know
I
y'all don't want to get married.
Like, I want us to explore that dynamic as well. Like, why do most people in this generation, why don't they want to get married?
Because of social media. Whatever's trending on social media, people are with it. It's not that people don't want to get married. Everybody wants to get. Nobody wants to be alone. But the idea of I'm trending and doing whatever's popping seems to work. But then there's gonna come that time when you're all grown.
That's right.
When you want to have someone of your own.
Never mind that. Just life is gonna like, bruh, what's going on? And then it's gonna be hard for you to try and navigate now because you've left such a dirty trail of yourself of all this. By the time you meet people, they're like, you're that person.
And then it's too late.
Because we need to know, man, like with social media, everybody knows everybody.
And also another thing that I'm thinking about as you're talking, when you're older, there's less people that are single.
That's why they run to like
Younger people.
sugar mamas and all that ish.
Yeah.
I notice at work, at work, it's hard, man, because everybody's in a relationship. Everybody.
There is a certain stage in your life or certain age, if I may put it like that, where you want to belong to someone, even if they're younger than you.
What's that age? I want to know for you girls.
once you like 23, 25, you want to be like you settled. You've got this person and this person is looking good.
Okay, I want to ask something else. Like growing up, I got a lot of this. Like, we'll be in the same age with a girl, but then they be too young for them.
Yeah.
The mind,
Yeah.
the girl's mind it's 5 times.
I don't.
I promise you, it's 5 times. It's 5
I'm
times.
yet to meet a woman that's ahead of me.
But she's right. Like for me, I cannot date someone who's 2 years older than me. Yo, that's a toddler.
2 years
wait.
younger.
Older. That's a toddler for me. 4 years, 6 years, she's becoming younger and younger. At least he must be 10 years older than me.
You agree?
10 years at least.
Okay, why am I judging? Because I feel like
Because the thing is, like she's mentioned, once Tina will reach 23, we already know, Bana, we want to settle down. And you guys are 27, for example. Anika yazi nina, you see? You guys are 30. You guys are still considering yourselves as young. Like I have this other friend of mine. He's 30 and he's like, I'm young. And I'm like, you're young, but you're 30.
I still can't get past the fact that person that's 2 years older than you.
What do you think?
I think it's going back to what I said to you. Tina, at the age of 16, we've already played Oh Mama, not that. So now we are, by 2022, so yes, Ndobana Ngoko, it's time. You know, I should be with someone like in a stable relationship.
You know, bro, like, I don't want to lose this point. I feel as though it's the way that we grew up as guys. You know, it kind of feels like that for you guys, because the time that you guys are probably cooking or washing dishes, we don't take anything seriously. So we don't think about our future with, you know. And then we meet someone that's already thinking like that, and then by the time that we think about that, we're like level 1 of thinking like that. But about level 5. But I don't think, honestly, that we actually immature than you guys sometimes.
No, you're not. I think it's the levels, like you're explaining it, Kakush. I think
In
it's-
relationships.
Yes. Say, for example, you are still in level 1. A guy that's 10 years older than me, say level 1, at least to level 3. So he seems perfect. Because ukule level I want him to be at.
So have you met someone that's 2 years younger or same age as you, that you thought, okay, he's a bit mature than the other guys?
I don't even give time to someone who's 2 years.
You see, why don't you give time?
Like, no, I just don't.
Intellectually, no.
Sometimes I feel like that.
It's like I think 3-4 weeks back, I met someone who's 1 year older than me, and he was so interested in me. I was like so annoyed. Like I kept blocking him in every way.
Wow.
Because
this is why they end up unhappy.
Okay. We're going to have to open a whole topic about this, like a whole episode.
This is a problem. This is a problem, which I disagree with heavily.
I don't agree as well.
I'm not on that.
I think you guys should give more chances. There are those guys. I know that a lot of us are like nutheads.
No.
A lot of us.
Type Zabo are those guys.
No, but a lot of us are immature, bro.
No. The cool guys are immature. The cool guys are immature.
The
Do not box me with them.
But you know, most of our friends are like that. You know that.
Yeah, we all have those friends, but it doesn't mean
most.
I wouldn't say most.
I would say most. Most of my friends say no. They're not there. But there are those guys that are, you know, sometimes I meet people, like girls older than me, and I'm like, she's immature.
Do you know that there's actually a handful of people that I know that are single? Everybody's either engaged, married, or at least in a serious relationship.
But like the people they're married to, what age difference is it?
Some are the same age, some are slightly younger.
So
But it's never heavy though. There's nothing bad.
It's not that hectic.
But for me, Shem,
You guys don't want to agree.
She just has a type, man.
I don't have that patience. Like of waiting for you to get to that level.
But what if the guy is your age or slightly older, is at that level?
He doesn't give them a chance. She blocks it out. Don't even tell me nothing.
No, what if it's someone that she's met and she finds out this guy is actually on that thought process? No, I'm saying, what if, let's say it's you, okay? Just to make it clear now. What if you, obviously in that mindset, and you like...
She won't even give me time to find out.
He's right.
Oh, she's got problems.
No, she's agreeing. She's agreeing. So it's probably a general thought from girls.
Now?
No.
She's the one that said 10 first.
10?
At least
10 or 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, guys,
Wow.
Like, just take a 16-year-old guy and a 16-year-old girl. The
I think I would understand in that case. 16. The time nandicinga ubhixa udlala games, okanye ndicinga ngebhola, the soccer.
or 25 even.
Serious.
Like 25 guys, they think of
I
partying.
never cared for girls till I was 16, man.
And all that ish. Tina, we're already thinking of, okay, where do I put this money at? I want to invest this. I wanna the thinking is not there.
But I still feel like I'm more mature than these girls. I'm sorry.
Sometimes, most of the time, guys, I'll say, I'm more mature than most girls, even older than me.
You've been meeting the wrong girls. Sorry. Sorry.
You've been meeting the wrong guys. Yeah.
Sorry, like, ain't no way I believe that, man. No.
But to be honest, I think the way the society has messed up with us girls, it has in a contribution in us being immature, like you say. When you've become so broken, you end up not even knowing how to have a decent conversation with someone, how to even think, how to, like, everyone was approaching you. So that also it
Especially the younger people.
exactly. So it makes you, like, for example, for me, I've been hurt by a guy who's like 4 years older than me, and I'm like, yo, and abantwana cannot entertain.
I feel like this is a long conversation. Now we need to have part 2 of this, man. Like, no, there's a lot I want to say. Any Valentine's Day happenings that we should know about? Why are you thinking?
I'm probably going to be at home watching TV or something, or working. Yeah.
Oh, the way you were thinking, it's like you were thinking, do I have a date?
No. I'm just there's a lot of things I could be doing, you know.
No, that's not what I was asking. I was just asking, does anyone here have Valentine?
No, for me, when you're single, you start having that mindset that I don't believe in Valentine's.
That's good.
You start to make yourself think like
Think
that.
like that, but I don't.
Nah, but
believe
I
in
don't
that.
celebrate
It's like
Valentine.
a normal day, like any other day.
Is it because you're single?
Because you're single, because you're not gonna get anything.
Wait. Do you celebrate Valentine's Day?
With who?
When you're in a relationship,
Oh yes, I did.
see? And then they say they're more mature than us.
No, bro. When you're in a relationship, you're gonna
You're
celebrate.
gonna
No, I don't.
celebrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, when I was in the happy relationship with the woman that was on par with me, we never did those things, man.
I don't believe that. I believe that she was just she agreed with everything that you said because
Nah.
bro, you don't know this woman.
Dude, you met her.
Yeah, I met her. Like I met other girls as well.
Does she strike you as the type?
All girls are like that.
No, I don't agree with that.
Okay, you're gonna have a rude awakening, bro.
No.
I promise you. I'm
I
warning
do
you
not
now,
want to
bruh.
box all women in a box. You can say majority of women are like that.
Bruh, I understand why it's a feminine thing. It's in them to want to be treated specially, you know. And whenever they get the reason to do that, birthdays, Valentines, you have to treat it special.
You see, the issue with you niggas is because
It's not about my opinion.
No. The issue with you niggas is y'all wait for certain days to do that. My nigga, all day, every day.
Let me chip in. Even if you treat me like good for the rest of the days, on Valentine's and on my birthday, I expect it to be extra special.
Just
you're
say she's a
making-
problem.
No. It's not only her, bro. Because when you do that every day, ne, then Valentine's has to be like 3 times.
3 times.
So you're setting yourself up for disaster. In a way.
No, man, don't put it that way.
So don't be all like that.
Just enjoy.
I don't celebrate my own birthday. I don't
not
celebrate
about
Christmas.
you.
It is about me.
No. The Valentine's Day.
Doing what?
Did you say you're single?
Listen to me, man. Listen to me. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I'm not.
Like I would rather not do it, but I I would have to, honestly.
And that's why they behave the way they behave. Because y'all compromise too much,
What do you
man.
mean, bro? I'm in a relationship with this girl.
So
Come on.
you have to agree to every stupid idea?
For how long have you been single again?
It's stupid to. It may be stupid to me.
I want to wish you more months and years to being single.
First of all, that's been a minute.
Dude, now, here's my last opinion. Is that I can think it's stupid. Like you would think that makeup is stupid. Yeah. Like you would think that shopping is stupid. But it doesn't matter. To me, it matters to her. And I kind of like her, and I do give a damn about what she likes.
Exactly.
Because I like her. So
Okay, let's say we're in a relationship. I watch anime. Would you watch anime?
No.
See? Exactly. Which is why I don't compromise.
different-
Screw that. No. Screw that.
Okay,
I'm not doing it.
Okay, let's say your kids like watching cartoons.
I watch cartoons with my brother all the time.
Let's just say your kid likes something you don't like.
Don't like.
Then what are you gonna do? You're probably watching TV and you.
My brother likes the song by Drake. Oh, no Kiki, do you love?
But you
I can't
paid them,
stand
right?
it. No, I don't. I beat him up every time he sings it.
Ah, dude.
Nah, I'm not a Drake
You do
fan.
know about relationships is about compromise, right?
Yeah, and I'm teaching that kid to listen to proper music. Okay,
It's not about you, bruh.
it's trash. No,
That's
you're still a
what
child.
You know what? Another thing. When you're single, you've got these principles that you just don't want to let go. Wait until he's with someone.
He's gonna have a rude awakening. It's gonna be sad.
First of all,
And we've got like a record of it. I'm gonna make you watch this, bro.
But when he's single and you're reminding him, he's gonna be like, "Ish."
this is exactly why I'm single. Okay, because I refuse to compromise. I'm sorry.
But what are you doing in the relationship? Like, where are you going? Stay single, Galok.
Yeah.
That's why I'm single.
Bullying now.
Why am I bullying?
Because you don't want to compromise.
You don't want to compromise.
But men are supposed to compromise more than the woman. Like, we want to be treated like kids. Perfect example as an I.
It's not because I'm allowing
That's
it.
why I like older women.
Yeah.
It's not because I'm allowing it. Like, bruh, if you say you love someone, then there's bound to be things that you compromise on.
See, this is why I'm attracted to older women, because I don't have to have these conversations.
You know why? You know why they kind of okay with what you kind of like or dislike? It's because they feel like insecure. They have to keep you.
Whoa.
They have to keep you. So anything that you like, okay, it's fine. Because
Nah, that's rubbish, man. I don't believe that.
seriously,
Like, I hate romantic movies. Actually, I hate the whole vibe. But when I'm in a relationship, I'll compromise and watch it with her if she's into that kind of thing.
same thing.
No.
Same
It's
type
not
of
the
thing.
same. It's not the same thing. In that sense, I can compromise.
I think let's not use the word compromise. Let's just say you'll do it.
You'll do it. Yeah, bruh.
He starts to get uncomfortable whenever we say compromise.
I compromise with some things, but some things I'm just admitting like I'm not gonna do.
Okay.
No, I pray that he finds a woman that loves Valentines and birthdays and
I
a
rebuke
woman
that.
that he loves so much.
Rebuke that. I'm
bruh,
not
rebuke
accepting
all you
that in my
want.
heart.
He can.
No,
Pick all you want.
guys, like God knows me, okay, and He will give me what I want
And God
and
knows,
what I need.
And God knows every woman.
Every woman in the world,
Every woman in the world.
Yes,
dude.
I've been in a good relationship with you. That set the bar for me. I'm not
It
going
is
below that.
still candy floss and roses. Give it like 2 or 3 years.
Thank you.
It's gonna matter to her.
Trust me, man.
Okay. Let's say it doesn't. Ne? Then here comes this guy that really likes her, and she's been brushing him off all this time. Then on Valentine's Day, the guy gives her roses, and my husband didn't do anything for me.
Yay.
What's gonna happen then?
Listen, man. If she reacts to it, she's a hoe.
What?
That's all I'm saying.
What?
You're trying to tell me it will take a rose from a stranger for you to second guess me?
It's not about
go.
that.
It's not even second guessing. It's about like, why doesn't my husband notice the stuff that he's noticing?
He's noticing.
Why does this guy give?
What does a rose signify? Please explain to me.
I mean, this guy thought about like this gift. Obviously, I wasn't there.
The most cheesiest thing of picking a freaking rose from somewhere and doing what every man does.
You might do it, man.
How is that thinking about? Oh, come on, man. That's the most cheesiest thing I've ever heard. Really, be original. Create something that no man.
I
has
was
ever
just
done.
making an example with roses.
I'll make a
It could have
song
been
for her.
something. It could have been something else.
I make songs for her. What can you do?
What if the guy can sing, can hit like the highest note, like some Bobby Valentino type of thing, and then you just
That's fine. I can rap.
no.
I can play an
Let's say she
instrument.
likes R&B then.
Yeah, because like for some women like me, it takes time for me to understand your rap. Like I must listen like 3 or 5 times before I could
No, this
understand
guy
you.
is trying to win her over. So this guy has compromised more than you. Yeah, but this guy has more compromise than you, and you're not willing to compromise at the time. So even if he doesn't like what she likes, but for that
For
day,
that day.
I'm gonna do whatever she
It's
likes.
just one day.
She's that easy. She needs to leave, man. That's the end of it.
I think they're gonna leave a lot in your life.
They better leave because I don't tolerate nonsense, man. If they're that weak-minded, then let them go.
Bruh, I can't wait for the day that you
Yeah,
change
and
your
at least
opinion.
we've got
Either
it on
you've
record.
seen me in a relationship, I don't compromise. I'm sorry.
Someone special for him to change.
He's gonna change. If you meet someone, he's gonna change.
Yeah, it's gonna
Guys,
change.
I don't have to change, okay? My personality is my personality.
We all say that.
I will compromise on my character, not my
No,
personality.
we all say that. My personality is my personality up until you meet someone.
You know what? I pray you meet a guy that only, you fall in love with a guy that only wants natural woman, okay?
Wow.
Like you know, sometimes, bruh, you meet someone, né? And they tick all the boxes. Né? And then you find out that there's just this one thing
Shame.
that you wish. Yeah, bro. Like for example, né? When I used to date like a lot, I used to have this immature thought that I'll never date a girl with a child. Yeah, bro. And then I met one, and she ticked all the boxes, but she had a child. You know, so I compromised. Like it wasn't even that hard. It was easy for me to say it's fine. You know, so you'll meet someone that's like that.
Guys, I'm not accepting this. Stop trying to prophesy weird things into my life, man. I will be in a happy relationship,
Not prophesying.
watching anime,
My point is that, bro,
reading books.
What if like she ticks all the boxes and then she's into the stuff?
Then she's not my type. It's not for me.
Because of one thing.
Listen, if you can't date a 2-year-old guy, okay, then no.
No. Like the reason why I was disagreeing
It's
with
not.
No,
You can't compromise on age. I can't compromise on this, okay?
Yeah, it's a cheesy thing. Not. Yeah. Anyway.
Let's call it a night. Any closing comments?
He should start.
No, I would just want to say that thanks for inviting me. And I also thank you guys for joining us. And it was a pleasure to co-host with you. I appreciate everything.
Don't gay the moment. No.
What? I'm being thankful, bruh. Okay.
My brother.
Okay. Thank you very much for having us here. And I'm looking forward to more of this. Like, I enjoyed the conversations and to also hear some of the things that we thought mattered from a guy's perspective, of course. And I don't want to be serious. Yeah. Let me just end there.
For the
'Cause,
tips that we took along with. Yeah, thanks for the tips. Yeah.
She's like, yeah, I was just here to get all the information I want. Now I'm gonna go and find me a man.
Oh, man.
Okay, thanks guys for coming through. This was a very fun episode.
Definitely.
It ended a little weird because I do not accept anything y'all said over my life. Okay, I rebuke all that. Now on to positive things. This was definitely a fun episode. We should do this again. Hopefully at earlier hours. Everybody give your handles.
Oh, okay. On social media, I've got Facebook. I'm active on Facebook. My handle is Ada Neo Maga. And then on Instagram, I'm Neo Ada. Then on Twitter, I'm Spartan. Yeah, but I'm not really that active on Twitter. And yeah, that's it.
All right. For me on Facebook, it's Onela Metu. My Metu has an H. And then on Instagram, it's Onela. No, it's Onela underscore Metu. You know, I stopped at that name when someone who was way older than me said to me, "Oh, I like your name, Sugar Bing Bing. It sounds..." This is how we did it. It sounds erotic. I was like, hey! No, I'm Onela Metu. No more Sugar Bing Bing. So Instagram, it's Onela underscore Metu. Facebook, it's Onela Metu. No more erotic names.
I'm still going to call you by that name, just to remind you.
Oh, on Facebook, I'm Sanda Jela. I'm not active on Twitter and Instagram.
Okay.
Wow. Okay.
You've got so many handles, yeah?
Blueprint CEO on Instagram. L-Zee Britain's Finest also on Instagram. On Facebook, I'm Randy Iron and Ndugwana and L-Zee Britain's Finest. Twitter.
You didn't mention Twitter.
Remember my Twitter handles. But they'll show here, so you'll see the strap. I don't remember my Twitter handles. I haven't done this in a while, guys. But yeah, follow us, Blueprint Sessions, on all platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel and to our SoundCloud. Okay. Guys, it's been really fun.
It was really nice.
It's time to sign out. Let's give a big thank you to our cameraman over there.
Thank you.
He took time out of his busy schedule. Okay.
Yeah.
I won't say what he was doing. Anyways, it's Blueprint Sessions, man. It's been an awesome episode. Cheers.